1, I just bought a house. Friend 2, I'm pregnant, having a baby. And she's like, here I am all like, well, I masturbated all day.
Hey, David, you know we're live right now.
Are we? Nice.
I think we just went live just as you're saying that.
Just as we said that. That's a great post.
Yep. So, awesome.
I can't see anything here. All I've got.
Well, hold your horses. It's a rush job here, man. Come on.
That's what she said.
But I'm bum.
See, wouldn't you just crap if I pop that open?
No, go for
it. Are we there?
He's debating which of my booze he should drink. Yeah, I can hear us on there. So we are live. I think we're live.
Right.
You can turn down the audio there, David.
There we go. I don't know why you don't flip the switch on this thing. It doesn't shut the video. All right.
So I think we are live.
That was fun.
Oh man, good times. Good times.
Yeah. So I was trying to keep entertainment going with the people here posting on the comments. So hopefully they came back and joined in, and we'll go on from there.
Yep. So I think it started a brand new stream. Hopefully it adopted the same. All right. Well.
Yeah. Based upon what I've seen, it looked like we were kind of in the same ballpark there.
All right. I think we're live. I think we're good.
Yeah. All right. We left off, as you remember, on the journey to find liquor with Dave.
Yes. And that's where it all went downhill. Actually, I think it crashed literally right as Matt Harmon was walking into my house. So that explains a lot. Thanks.
Yeah. All right. So we know what happened. Kim, you're off the hook.
I have a candy that messes with Wi-Fi.
It's Matt's candy ass that's messing up the Wi-Fi. Devin Ross says AI is trying to silence you, David.
No, it wants me speaking out because then it'll get more control because people aren't going to be watching it.
Or it just doesn't like your attitude towards AI. It says, screw this guy.
I'm all powerful.
So anyway, you found booze, I assume, is the moral of the story.
Booze. So the first liquor store I went to, my first store I went to, was all boarded up. So I didn't have a lot of high hopes for finding liquor. And so I reroute. I do a U-turn in the middle of the road, and I head down the street, and this guy cuts me off. There's all these things happening, and then I get through, and I was like, "Oh, it's right there." So I pull over to another one, and I walk in, and it's a little spot, and lo and behold, literally, not in the back up on a high shelf, literally out in where people can just grab the bottle, and not even on a top shelf, just the middle of the shelf. I stumble across a bottle of Blanton's.
Right there in the liquor store. You never see him on the shelf.
You never see him on the shelf.
That's incredible. That is actually incredible.
The guy's like, we get like one of those every 4 months.
You got it. An out-of-towner.
And I just was like, walking in, I'm like, yoink, I'm taking that.
Yeah, no doubt.
So I walk in, I was like, where's your bourbon? And the lady's pointing, she's like, that's down here to the left. And she's like, anything you're looking for? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I want that Blanton's. I see it just as soon as I'm talking to her. So
Matt said you got one of the counterfeit Blantons. He said you got the Blantons.
The Blantons.
Yeah, notice there's a little squiggly line over the A.
Let's see here. No, that's not there.
Well, you're half deaf. I'm not going to trust you to see it.
Yeah, that makes sense. You're deaf, so you can't see it.
That stands to reason. So we have the A.
There you go. Nice.
So if anybody's missing the A for their collection, let me know. I give these away. I don't keep them. I don't collect them. So anybody needs an A for their collection, but you have to be a bourbon person. You have to understand what we're talking about. Otherwise, you can piss off.
Fair enough. Look, I have all my letters. Yes. Finally, I need to get them mounted, so I want to get that display. So for those of you who don't know, apparently, if you collect all the letters in Blanton's, you can send them to the Blanton shop, and they'll actually mount them for free on a whiskey stave and send it back to you. So I haven't done this yet, but I need to.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yep, that's Blanton's.
So yeah, Blanton's has.
So this was on Rick number 1.
No, I mean it's.
So it was in Warehouse H, which Warehouse H is where they all go. But Rick number 1, which I've never had a Rick number 1, so
there you go.
I might keep that bottle.
It's pretty fancy. Moving up in the world, David.
So it is cool. There's a spot down in New York City called the Carnegie Club.
Okay.
And you know how people use the corking bottles and whatnot from for putting water in when they take it to your table for just a bottle of for tap water and whatnot.
Mhm.
They use Blanton's bottles.
Oh, dude, that's cool.
For their water, so
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. If you ever get down there, there's a club. It's called the Carnegie Club. It's right behind Carnegie Hall, and it's a cigar lounge. So if you don't like to be around cigars, don't go there. But it's a cigar lounge, and it's really, really super cool.
Nice.
Go there on a Friday or Saturday night. They have Sinatra Fridays or Sinatra Saturdays or something like that, and they have a band that comes in and does like all the Rat Pack type stuff. So it's
Dude, that is cool.
It really is. It is super cool. If you ever get a chance, definitely go do it.
Yeah, I'll have to remember that. So Matt says he has a couple business ideas.
Well, a couple business topics I'd like to throw in for late, so you can make up a show for them later.
Okay.
All right. So there's a camera shop downtown in Grandview that has a clearance room. That if you buy 3 items, you get them all for 75% off. And sometimes they have nice stuff, sometimes they have junk. Well, he recently ran a sale, which I took advantage of. If you buy $900 worth of stuff, you get it all for $100. So you don't actually have to buy the $900. You get $900 worth of stuff out of the clearance room. You get it all for $100. And a lot of this stuff's marked up. I mean,
Sure.
really marked up. But I got an incredible haul of stuff. I mean, a lot of this stuff is well over $200.
Yeah.
But how does he make? I mean, he's got a huge business. I mean, all kinds of used camera stuff. He's a really great business, but how much money do you think he loses doing something like that?
I'd say his markup is so high and he probably has so few purchases that are that large that it makes up for it. He makes up for it on just the smaller onesie-twosies that he's marked up by a ton. That'd be my guess. What would you say, David?
Another thing to look at is how he's carrying that on his taxes. How he's carrying that inventory. Is it actually showing on his taxes? If it is, it could be beneficial for him to sell it off at a bit of a loss just to stave off the taxes that would be for carrying that type of product.
Oh, that's a really
over. That's why a lot of people do that stuff in December. They want to liquidate so they can close out, and that way when they close the year, they're not carrying as much stuff over. And you'll also find people like that, they want to get as many bills in December as possible so they can take away their profit for the year and go into January. Pretty easy.
All right, so the next thing I would love to hear is I would love to have an HR person on here. Invite an HR person to come talk.
That's a great. You know what? Of all the random ass things that you have said,
that's actually very good.
That is actually genius, and I think we need to make it a point to follow up on that.
But we've heard the way David talks about HR people. Is it safe to have a professional HR representative on the phone?
Me?
With David?
They're tough.
Yeah, you. I've heard you talk about HR. You got nothing nice to say.
I've never said a thing about HR.
I think that was more me.
Is somebody from your office watching, David?
Him. No. Well, maybe. But
maybe it was you. Well, look, Matt, there's a reason why Matt and HR don't get along. You're right.
Yes. Like me and HR, we don't have a problem. I had a meeting with HR earlier this week.
What is today? About that.
Yesterday.
Now, David, we need to talk.
Devin, HR and the Underdog Journey sounds risky.
You know what we should actually do? We should actually bring on an HR representative for one of our shows. And here's what we'll do. We won't interview them. They'll just sit off to the side and they'll hit a buzzer every time we say something inappropriate or that would get us fired.
That would be funny. I have
a few HR people in mind. Large company.
That would be cool. That is okay. All right.
That's a good idea.
You know what? That is a great. Thank you, Matt. That is an actual great idea. Because that is something we haven't went through.
It's true
on the show.
We're now taking advice from life coach Matt.
That's all right. That right there. That's that scene out of Pirates of the Caribbean. It's why aren't we doing that plan that Captain Sparrow told us? And the response was because it was him that said it.
Right.
Now I'm starting to double guess whether this is a good idea.
Well, I get a good one every now and then.
There you go.
No, that was not a good one. That was a great one.
It is.
That was a great one. That is really, really a good idea.
So you actually know some HR people who want to come on the show.
Believe me, I've been in front of enough HR people. I know a lot of HR people.
It's true. I'm sure they all have some Matt Harmon stories they could tell.
A big group of HR to pull from.
But we're not going to let them tell them on the show.
Now,
let's see. What does it say?
One of Becky's best friends is HR over at BMW Finance.
BMW HR. All right.
I don't know if she'll do it or
Nice.
not, but
I love their building. I like their old building better. Their new building. So they used to be on the inside of the loop over by Tuttle Mall on the north side of the Tuttle Crossing. Now they're back over on, I don't know, whatever, right down the street from the Walmart there. And that's a nice building. Their data center is really cool there. But their old building was freaking awesome.
Yeah. So I'll check with her.
Well, here's what we do. We'll get the HR from one of your old companies, right? We won't tell them that you're coming. We'll be interviewing them, and you'll just show up.
Yes.
It'll be like an episode of like Maury Povich or something.
They'll be cornered and won't be able to get out without getting past me.
All right, we got to ask you guys some questions.
What exactly did he do? No.
Who is the father? Yeah.
I don't think I want to. My reputation's already questionable.
Yeah.
I'd never be able to get a
That's
job.
good.
And I think I hear the live studio audience coming down the stairs.
All right.
Again, I can always tell when Matt's coming down because it sounds like an old man is dying coming down the stairs here.
Are like a ladder.
They're like normal stairs?
They're steep as can be.
What's up, Lachlan?
Hey, Locke, how's it going? And Catherine has the exercise ball. How's it going, Catherine?
Yeah, she's got her cat ears back on this week. That's good.
Yeah, good luck. Hey, Locke, how was school, buddy? How was school?
Good.
Yeah, what'd you do?
Normal school stuff.
Normal school stuff. They're almost done with school. They have he has 7 days left.
Yeah, I know. Based on what I've seen in your neck of the woods there in Worthington, the last day for seniors was today.
Yeah.
Can't you look at David?
So
I am
yeah,
looking at
the
David.
reason I know that is because my son would have been it would have been his last day over there.
Wow.
Because he
Like
graduated this year.
Yeah, that's David right there.
Like I mean that.
Well, that guy. His name is Matt. He's Matt. He's David.
You would think they'd have this down by now.
You would think so. She's 5.
I'm in education. We just
Uh,
happen to be.
How old are you?
Unacceptable.
7. How old are you going to be on your birthday?
8,
When's your birthday?
June 17.
Next month. Awesome.
Nice. What are you going to get? Are you going to get a brand new Nintendo?
What do you can get for your birthday?
Banana.
A banana. He wants a banana for his birthday.
God knows what I've got.
Well, our standards are low in this house.
Just kidding.
I mean, potassium matters.
You told him.
I'm not going to tell
Nobody
him.
paying
I don't know
attention
what
to
you're
Dave.
getting.
They gave
What?
us an
Dave's
extra 4
letting dead
piece-
air happen while you guys are chatting.
Everybody's talking at the same time.
They gave us an extra 4-piece.
Yeah, I'm just along for the ride, bro.
Dead
You got a
air,
room
dead
full
air.
of 5 people over there. I'm just sitting here trying to make small talk.
Yeah, just this is half the show right here. All right, you guys.
I'll keep
Yeah.
it easy.
Kim Howard is back. That means the kids have to leave the room.
Kim Howard.
What I want for
What do you want for your birthday?
No.
some dice lines.
He wants some dicelings for his birthday. So everybody watching and listening out there,
And maybe some yeah.
and he wants Beyblades and dicelings for his birthday. So everybody watching and listening,
Beyblades.
remember this.
All right. Well, I'll have Noah search around. He may have a decent little collection of Beyblades.
Well, look, if he's not using them, I know college is a weird time for kids.
So yeah, he got his. By the way, Noah got his official acceptance letter today. So
Yeah,
that
he
was
said that. That's
that was
awesome.
super cool.
Good for him. Congratulations. Okay,
That's
time for
super
you guys to
cool.
go upstairs.
No.
Yes.
Back.
Yeah, you gotta go upstairs. I'm gonna fart.
All right, Matt Harmon's gonna fart. You guys got to go.
What if I'm gonna fart? Should I stay here?
What's new, Mom?
I know, right?
Dead air, dead air.
All right, yep.
Dave, say something
Good,
business.
good night, guys. HR. Back to HR.
There is no way.
Kim
I
Howard,
can
you're not
sound
attacked, Kim Howard. You are loved.
remotely Businessy.
She's famous.
After the conversation that was just happening. I'm just over here like, okay.
That's why you don't bring your kids to work.
Yeah.
Devin says we would hear that for sure.
Yep, exactly. So this is why half the show is just us chit chatting.
Yeah.
Devin Ross says
Yeah,
our kids
that'd
are
be
almost
fair.
only a month apart. So that's awesome. Yeah, small kids. They're fun. I told my current wife when they're teenagers I'm moving out.
Well, that's a good idea.
So-
Yeah. So I actually took up coaching again for flag football,
Oh, he should
just in preparation so I can be part of the community come the fall when my son goes off and leaves me at the house with my wife and daughter, so that I can get out of the house even more.
Yeah, because that's what you need. You need more stuff to do, David.
I don't think you should.
You have nothing going on in your life.
I don't coach once your kids leave. I think you should just go to your house and shut the hell up.
Yeah. Most parents who have kids in sports would love to have a coach that didn't have a kid on the team. So,
Really?
because there's absolutely zero. Well, he's just doing it because his kid. Well, they can't say that about me because I don't
True.
care about any of them.
I wouldn't have the
Go
patience
win
for
me a
it.
sports ball game.
Yeah, you do lack patience. You're not a very patient man.
Who, him or me?
Yeah,
Oh,
both
yeah,
of you.
that's-
It's true. No, it's plus I know nothing about sports, so that would actually make it hilarious. Go, kick the ball and do the thing with the
Run with
hit
the
hit that
dribble.
guy.
Run in the dribble and the flow.
Yeah.
That's
All
You
right.
should come have a drink with me. I am in where we discussed this earlier. Where am I?
You're in Connecticut.
Waterbury.
Waterbury.
I'm in Waterbury, Connecticut. So if you're down the street, we can grab a steak and actually I was looking for steakhouses. There's nothing here.
Hey, ask Kim if I look fat sitting back here. She'll be honest.
Hey, Kim Howard, does
Yes.
Matt Harmon look fat sitting back there? David says yes.
You could have just asked.
You look like a dude sitting in the background.
I want to be like I want to look. I don't want to look wide.
Yeah, it's you know what? When you sit down, it's not slimming. You can't
No,
look.
it's really not.
No.
But I could do the posing like this. Is that better?
No.
That's not slimming?
It's.
I'm
all
glad the kids
gone
left the
wrong.
room.
All right then.
It has all gone wrong.
No, it's terrifying. This whole show is going wrong. I don't know what's happening today. One of those days.
What's the agenda? Oh,
Well,
God bless you, man.
Agenda?
Agenda.
Are we thinking about agendas now,
Agenda
all of a sudden?
schmishminda.
You know, I was thinking if you would send me an agenda early in the week, I could actually prep.
I send him the agenda about an hour before we do the show, and half the time he doesn't read it anyway.
Dave, look at Dave.
He's all like, if you could send this to me earlier in the week, Wes sends me the agenda sometimes as I'm logging on.
Sometimes, look.
All
It's
right.
not like you would read it anyway, so what does it matter?
I'll come up with my own
Today,
agenda.
yeah. Normally, I at least get a chance to go through it once. Today, man. Today, it was rough. So I had a 4.5-5 hour drive over here from Syracuse, and there was no car time karaoke today. It was just Dave and his thoughts, and it kept getting interrupted with phone calls and customers and
Yeah, no.
clients and in town. I mean, it was just. Every time I turn around, somebody else had a fight. Luckily today, I was able to. That is terrifying.
Yeah, Kim Howard
That-
making our agenda. You know what? That would be funny.
It is intriguing.
We should let her write
but
our agenda.
terrifying. You know what? I can get. You know what? Give us a topic. You know what? Send it. Don't put it on here. Flying by the seat of our pants over here,
It's true.
Devin.
That's how we
It's
live our
what we
lives.
do.
So what was
It's
the
what we
agenda
do.
today?
Although I'll put this up here, so somebody today sent a thing out that
Hang
was
on,
kind
I'll
of
tell you.
vague. That was kind of vague for my normal work. Now you guys aren't able to read this,
Okay.
but it was bland, and I'm sitting there going, man, this really doesn't address the issue. So I sat down in like 7 minutes, was said, this is a timeline, and this is how it needs to flow.
Okay.
This is what we need to be doing because we need more action and more detail and more granular. So we don't always fly by the seat of our pants. We actually do prefer to have a line, but we are not afraid whatsoever just to say screw it. Let's go.
Look, we've done it before.
As you guys can tell, we've already shut down the podcast once, rebooted the whole damn thing, and came.
And we're back.
And I did promise there would be heavy drinking afterwards, and I have not let myself down.
It's true. It's true. We also how you started the show when we came back online, reading.
Yes.
One of Kim
well,
Howard's.
That was actually Kim's post from earlier.
Yeah.
A little bit ago. I seen that. I thought that was pretty funny. It was quite comical.
Yep.
So
So
I seen Laura's on. Hi, Mom.
Laura Lyons Black. Hello. How you doing?
Evan's watching. Evan Graham's watching.
Evan, great.
Sup, bro? We need to hang next time I'm in town.
So I cracked open my next beer, which is the Hop and Frog Imperial Berliner Weiss, which is a premium Pilsner and a white wheat ale. This is a weird one. I'm not sure how to take this. It does
How
not.
the hell do you make that beer?
It tastes like a sour. I'm not sure what's happening. It shouldn't be. It's a Pilsner and white wheat ale. Berliner Weiss. It tastes like a sour.
If it tastes like a sour, it's spoiled.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe it's spoiled. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it could be. It could have been an infected beer.
Yeah, I mean, it's... I don't know.
Bring one of the kids down. Have them try it.
That's
Yeah, it tastes like a sour.
that's okay. So one more time. So it's supposed to be a Pilsner.
It's an Imperial Berliner Weiss. It is a Pilsner and white wheat ale. White wheat ale.
None of that doesn't go together. Pilsner and a wheat beer do not go together.
Well, you're
We
telling
got it,
me
we got
because eventually, apparently, that's how you make a sour beer.
Yeah. I think they created a sour beer
I
and they
didn't
were
know
like,
what to do with
let's
it.
come up with some fancy name with this damn thing, and done it because I don't know how you brew intentionally.
Right.
I mean, they're almost conflicting. You know, wheat beers, has it's unfiltered, it has a lot of stuff in it, but then the Pilsner beer is typically very, very lagered, very clear, and
Yeah, no, this is definitely an unfiltered or cloudy because it's infected. I don't know. It's not bad for a sour beer, but it's a sour. I don't know what's going on.
Put it in a test stick.
I just seen the comment that hashtag Life Coach Matt there in the background dropped. There are no obstacles, only unsolvable problems.
That's a good one. That's a T-shirt right there, Matt.
I came off.
That is
off
a
the
t-shirt.
PA today, and somebody had wrote, "There are no obstacles, only something or something to overcome." And they wrote it in chalk on the ground, and I started laughing right there in front of everybody.
That's what you do. You write it in chalk and make it look real dramatic,
Yeah.
and then you take a picture and post that online.
Bum, bum.
Yeah.
Except I'd have to bend
Yes.
over to do the chalk drawing.
Oh, for the drawing.
Yeah.
Got it. I wasn't sure we were going with that.
Yeah. Bend
But no, that should be a
Lord.
T-shirt. You got to start doing the print-on-demand T-shirts. That's a T-shirt right there. So speaking of which, I just
Right.
loaded some new T-shirt designs on the website. So if anybody's
did
interested, go to underdogplus.com.
Underdog,
Check
wait.
out the apparel.
Underdog Plus. Okay.
There's a plus.
All right.
Underdog Plus.
Plus indicates that I can pay you a monthly fee and get free T-shirts.
That does not indicate that at all.
That's what the plus means.
That
and everything
indicates
else.
that you can buy delicious dog treats at a premium dog treats at a bargain price.
Well, we're going to talk about the Plus. Now, the Plus is actually a Walt Disney thing. It was one of the sayings or mannerisms of Walt Disney of wanting to plus it to make it better.
That's right. 'Cause
And
Disney
that's
is
where
size women.
the plus comes from.
Disney. That's well known.
It's a Walt Disney. It's a Walt Disneyism.
Yeah, you didn't hear Matt's commentary on that, but yes, I totally agree. That explains Disney Plus. Doesn't explain the ratings, but it explains Disney Plus. They're not doing well. They're losing money
There
hand
are
over
many
fist.
other things that explain the ratings.
You know, Katie won't
There are
watch
many,
any
many
new
other things
Marvel
that explain the
shows.
ratings. So I'm watching the I have no idea what it's called, the Baby Yoda thing, the Mandalorian.
Mandalorian. Yeah,
So
season
I
1 was
watched-
great.
I watched the first season and the second season, so I'm now like, didn't he get taken away by Luke Skywalker?
Oh, you're on
at the end
season.
of
You're
season
watching. Are you
2?
watching season
We're
3?
not gonna spoil it for you, Dave.
Yeah, and then he's just back.
Got it. Okay. So do you want me to spoil it for you or no?
No, don't spoil it.
Yeah, no. If it explains it, don't spoil it.
Okay. Matt Howard says dog ass flavored dog snacks, which is a callback to
We
last
went
week.
down this track last week.
That's what I said, Kim Howard. So this is a callback to last week. And look, those would probably sell really well, but I would not want to bake those in my house.
I think it was a Matt Harmon idea.
Was it Matt Harmon? I thought it was a. Look, I think Matt Harmon and Kim
it-
Howard should get together and make a business.
Right.
Because imagine that.
Devin Ross, it's coming soon. Hashtag that's what he said.
Oh boy. Yep. This is about the time of the show when it starts to go downhill.
So, hey, we are 45 minutes into the show, so now it's time to start talking about the topic.
What is the topic?
We actually do have a topic, but before we get to that, I actually have a piece of news.
Is it AI free news?
It is AI free news.
All right, continue on.
I was hungry when I found this piece of news, so that explains it. It has to do with the trademark for. Oh, that's the wrong button. Has to do with the trade. Hang on.
Underdog
Nope.
Journey.
That's. Where's the phone? The phone's not showing. I had to reboot. All right, hang on.
Yes. So now everybody gets to see us all zoomed in. Nice.
It's on here somewhere.
Well, more blurry.
There it goes. Okay.
It's on there
So,
somewhere.
has to do with the trademark for Taco Tuesday.
There's a trademark for
Taco Tuesday is actually trademarked, and Taco Bell's fighting that trademark. So, we actually should have done a trademark show because a few people know that you can actually fight a trademark. So, apparently, if a trademark is commonly used within culture, if a phrase or a product or a name or whatever is commonly used in culture, you can actually fight the validity of that trademark. So, Taco Bell's fighting the Taco Tuesday trademark, which is owned by Taco John's. Taco John's, for the last 34 years, has owned Taco Tuesday. So I'm curious, Taco Tuesday has actually been used in a lot of movies and stuff. Like, it was huge in the Lego movie. I'm curious if they had to pay Taco John's anything for the use of that trademark.
Good possibility. And as far as, Taco Tuesday being owned by Taco John's, I don't know if you've ever eaten a Taco John's. Taco John's is like a Taco Bell, but not as good.
I've never even heard of Taco John's. That's the thing.
So the closest one to you is about an hour north at a truck stop.
Oh, by the way, Kim Howard, I'm not putting your last comment on. This is a family show.
Oh, I gotta see that.
Can I delete a comment? It's what.
No, after Devin's.
That's the one that you. I'm like, what comment? And then I see
Kim
like,
Howard, that's gonna be a T-shirt. Kim, we'll trademark that one.
That's underneath, but it's printed on the inside of the shirt.
Actually, we'd probably sell a lot of those shirts.
That would be pretty cool.
We'd sell a lot of those. So I just had to bring it up. I don't know. I was hungry when I found this news article.
I think it's interesting because we've talked about trademarks and things about we want to trademark the word "the" in the idea of podcasts.
Right. The Underdog.
Because Ohio State has the trademark in the references to sports.
Which is ridiculous. They never should have been granted that trademark. That is ridiculous. That was they paid off a judge. That's how that happened.
Oh yeah.
They paid off a judge.
There's always follow the money.
Always follow the money.
I like my Buckeyes, but I hate the business behind them.
Yeah,
they're really good at it, so I don't know why I hate them, but probably because they're really good at it.
Yeah.
Great question, Kim.
So I just had to bring that up. Trademarks are actually a pretty big deal, and I think we should take out more trademarks, especially frivolous trademarks, just because we can.
Yeah. Yes. Just random. I mean, that would be awesome. Just randomly have trademarks.
I have a trademark on frogs.
With all of our websites that we own, all of our domains that we own, and
between the two of us,
trademarks.
Between the two of us, we definitely keep GoDaddy in business.
I had one renew today. I was like, which one was it?
It was like one that you forgot you owned, and like, oh yeah, I own that.
Yeah, I haven't done anything with it. It literally just sits there. Exactly. One of these days, somebody's going to want it, though.
That's it. Look.
Or one of these days, I might do something with it.
Kim Howard says, trademark dog ass snacks. That could be the name of a business, dog ass snacks. It could be a thing.
Yes, it could be. That's a great idea.
Look, tell me they wouldn't sell.
All right. Yeah. If the dogs were making the purchase, perhaps.
Fair point. The dogs aren't the ones making the purchase. That's actually a great point. Okay.
So there is a way to market that, and you have to know what channel to market. You're not marketing dog ass snacks through a pet store. You're not doing it through Walmart and whatever, Target or Pets Plus or Pet Supply or any of that stuff, Tractor Supply or any of that. That's not where you sell them. You sell dog ass snacks at Spencer Gifts.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
You could sell that as a novelty. And to be honest, you don't even have to make dog ass snacks. You can literally just put regular snack inside of it and just label that. So that's
label it dog ass snacks, right? Yeah. No, fair point.
Who's going to taste it like this? Doesn't taste anything at all like dog ass.
There's gonna be one dude, one really weird dude, who's like, that's not accurate. Lawsuit.
Small print on the
exactly
on the bag.
Devin says, "Does Spencer's Gift still exist?" I have no idea. It was in shopping malls. I haven't been in a mall in years.
I don't know. I think so. I think there's one. So we have in Syracuse we have one mall,
Just
and it is terrible.
Yeah, nobody goes to malls anymore.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kim says yes. So it still does exist.
Okay.
So yeah,
Good to
there
know.
is a way to market that and sell that, but it would be a side. It would be a novelty. I don't think it would be something that was
You're
like,
not going to make a
hey,
ton. It's not going to get
It's
rich
not-
quick thing.
yeah, it's not going on your wife's shopping list when you're going to the store. Like, oh yeah, by the way, while you're there, pick up some dog ass flavored treats.
Fair enough. So I did actually have to switch beers, by the way. This might be infected. It's fine for a sour, but after a few sips, you're like, I can't take it anymore. So I switched to the a Hellas beer from
That's a light beer.
Arche
Just so everybody
Arche
knows,
Brewing.
Hellas is light.
Arche
That's
Brewing.
That's light lager right there.
Yeah. So I hadn't had it before. Gonna give it a shot. I always like to try new stuff. So anyway, we do actually have a topic. So today's topic, if we can actually get to it yet, is it's about social proof, right? So it's social proof is one of those things we've talked about before, and it's actually way more important, especially in today's day and age with all the digital technology that didn't exist back 20 years ago. So basically, what social proof is it's the idea of the rest of the community boosting up your brand, right? It's the idea that you can go out and tell the world how great you are, how great your product or service is, but it's going to mean a lot more to a customer if this other random unrelated person says something great about you versus if you say something great about yourself, right? If your mom tells you you're cool, it's not nearly the same thing as if, random Joe over there says that you're cool. So
What if I say I'm cool?
if you tell yourself that you're cool, as long as you feel good about yourself, that's what really matters.
Is it though? Is that what really matters? I don't think that's what really
I mean, look,
I'm cool. We all know it, but that's not what really matters.
it's true, Matt.
It's what my mom thinks.
It's true, Matt. Your mom does think you're cool. I'll end there.
So she thinks I'm an idiot.
Look, my mom gave us a frowny face on our first episode.
And
She
she's
literally
been
did.
paying for it ever since.
I've never let her forget it. She says it was an accident. I'm not totally sure. So,
I don't think it was an accident. To be honest, if I would have went back and watched as our first episode, I mean, we deserved a Friday.
we did, that first episode did deserve a frowny face. Actually, we got kicked off the air today because of Wi-Fi issues, I think. But our first time doing this show, if you remember, the camera actually stopped
The
like
second
3 times.
So our first time it made it, and then the second time we overheated and the camera shut down on us.
That's
Yeah.
right. That was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
That was
I
fun.
mean,
then we learned we had to pull out the screen.
it's
to
a whole
let air
thing.
flow through it.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
It is a whole thing. So when it comes to social proof, just think about it this way. When you're shopping on Amazon, right? Are you going to buy, so say there's 2 identical products. And that happens all the time because people are drop shippers. They buy stuff from China, whatever. Say you have 2 identical products. One of them has, 3
I'm sorry, they drop ship from where?
from the other side of the world.
No. China.
China. They drop ship from China. I can't say it. I can't do the accent.
I can't do it either.
I can't do the voice.
But man, it's fun to try.
But one of them will have 3 5-star perfect reviews. They say, "Oh, this is perfect. You're gonna love this." And maybe it's written in broken English, maybe not. I'm not gonna judge. The second product has 14,000 reviews at 4 stars. Right? Which one of those 2 products? They're identical, same photos, same description, same everything, except for those reviews. Which one are you buying?
So just for me, the quantity of reviews matters.
Mm-hmm.
And I always discount the 5 stars and I always discount the 1 stars.
That's it. That's exactly it. Because look, and that's what social proof is. That's exactly it. It's you have more people giving more honest feedback. You can't trust all perfect reviews and you can't trust all 100% negative reviews. But that middle area, and the more of that middle area there is, you're going to get a much more well-rounded idea of, is this person legitimate? Can I trust them? Is this a real product that I'm going to get and it's not going to break the first time I open the box?
Yeah.
That's social proof.
So I have, and this is a bit of a tangent, but it lives within inside of what we're talking about tonight. I have a problem with the That's a bad beer. That's
That's
a
a
bad
bad-
beer.
I'm gonna put this over here.
We got to watch out for Wes, man. He's going to drink crappy beer.
Beer?
I did. Ugh.
You only do that once.
Nope.
I think there actually used to be a beer commercial. Life's too short to drink crappy beer or something like that. I think there actually used to be a marketing campaign off of that.
Yep.
And I know there was a bitter beer face campaign back in the 90s.
That might have been a Budweiser. Was it a Budweiser? They did that?
It was one of the big three: Bud Light, Miller Lite, or Coors Light. It was one of those three that ran the bitter beer face commercials.
Yeah, but their marketing is it's fratty and out of touch, so they need to replace all that they're doing. Let's end the conversation there. So anyway, what were you saying, David?
So I was saying, let's say you buy a product. Are you going to buy a product that's 3.5 stars or 2.5? I'm sorry, 2.5 stars.
Probably
Two
not.
and a half stars, probably not. But 2.5 stars means the product did exactly what it was supposed to do. It didn't wow us, but it didn't let us down.
I'd say
2.5 stars is the midline.
Right, that's the
2.5
midline.
stars
It's
is
mediocre.
average.
Sure.
So I have a problem with it because we're using this star system, and Uber does it, and all these other places do it. And if you do, or any kind of review, they're like, if you give somebody anything less than 5 stars, they're like, well, what went wrong? Well, nothing went wrong, but he didn't massage my feet when he was driving me to the freaking restaurant.
And when they
you
do
didn't
massage
throw
your
me away.
feet, typically you still don't give them 5 stars because you don't want the foot massage from
I
a
don't
random
want them
dude.
to. So
I get it.
I don't. It's we are a thumbs up, thumbs down. So YouTube has it right. It's either you like it or you don't.
Well, they actually added Netflix
They
actually added
They
something.
used to be a star.
Netflix actually did something weird. So they have thumbs up, thumbs down, or 2 thumbs up. Figure that one out. Do you like it? Do you really like it?
I can
Or
understand.
do you just kind of dislike it?
Yeah, I can understand that because people are nobody. I mean, unless I'm watching something with Madonna in it, I'm not going to give anything 2 thumbs down. But if Madonna's in it, man, 2 thumbs down.
What do you have against Madonna?
She-
Come on.
with the
I
with-
saw
with
Lord of
the
the Rings.
exception
She
of
did
one
great.
show.
Madonna
What?
was Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, she was the guy who was chasing Frodo around, trying to get the ring.
Oh.
I
David.
didn't see that one coming, man. Didn't see that one coming. I was thinking like Dick Tracy, where she was actually in the movie or something. And-
Yeah, she was one of the
Yeah.
villains, right? She was one of the weird villains with the prosthetics on her
Madonna,
face.
the big tower thing with the eyeball in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Who hired Dick
Yeah, we'll have an email from Madonna's people tomorrow. How dare you?
And-
What's the word I'm looking for?
dare you.
Compare. Oh my lord, my vocabulary just escaped me all of a sudden.
It's all that
How
blandness.
dare you compare her to the Dark Lord Sauron?
No. She was much more down to earth. She was again chasing Frodo around, trying to get the ring.
Yeah, she was one of the wraiths
Gollum.
of the Nazgul. Oh, Gollum. Oh, you
Gollum. They have the same arms.
Oh,
They have the same
no,
arms.
No.
Come on, man.
No. Gollum's way too flexible. No.
No, compare the two. They're really built very similar these days.
Yeah, probably. So what were we talking about?
Social proof.
Social proof. And basically, we were in the thumbs up, thumbs down, 2 thumbs up, and then I made the comment about Madonna. Poor thing. Poor thing. She's so old. She doesn't even know we're laughing at her.
How do you get a bigger social proof?
All
Mike?
right, so you add a little bit of sugar and you let it rest at 110 degrees, and it will rise.
How much has he drank back there?
Get it?
I don't even know what he's drinking.
Because it's proofing.
No.
It's proofing.
Oh, proofing. Oh,
Proofing.
Okay.
Sounds like
Baking
poofing.
Like bread.
It's a baking joke.
Is that what they actually call it? Proofing?
Yeah.
See, you have to understand
Yeah,
know that
proof.
to get it. I don't.
Everybody else in the
Yeah.
world knows
So
it.
if you're using like yeast to get something like
Sure.
you're baking bread or something and you're using a yeast to do it, you've got to proof it to let the
Everybody
basically
watching,
it's expanding the
and
carbon
listening out
dioxide.
there, leave a comment if you understood that at all, because I don't know about.
Kim
You had to
Howard-
proof your bread.
Kim Howard understood it.
Yes.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah,
I know
I got it. I got it.
ABV. I love a good high proof on my booze, but I don't often proof my bread.
Well, see, you're looking at the off gas of the, basically, here's the thing. So when they're putting the yeast in, and the yeast is consuming the sugars to make your beer, that's the same process it's doing to proof the beer, proof the bread.
Yes, and Nikki got it.
Well,
And
I understand
off-gassing
fermentation.
CO2.
I understand fermentation. I get it.
Kim,
I'm
The
still
Cole
working
guy,
on.
She's a big fan of the British baking show. Bad.
Yep,
British
I'm up to date on
baking show?
British
Oh.
baking show. She
in
says.
fact, Nikki just
Yeah.
said,
Oh, there it is, yeah.
British baking.
Yeah.
So yeah, all right. Apparently, I'm the only one who didn't know that you have high proof bread. So next time I have a sandwich, I'm gonna try and get loaded. All right.
He's trying to cut me off.
No, we got it. We got it.
No.
And Kim did say you're cut off.
Yep, you're cut off, Matt.
I'm drinking water in.
That was a great pop. We'll do it again.
There you go. You only drinking water?
Well, yeah.
Oh, got it. Okay. One of those.
Oh shit, we're live.
All right. After last week, Matt, you should probably hydrate. You had a lot to drink last week.
Yeah, that was a good show.
It was a good
let's
show.
go back.
Yeah, they're all good shows. We do a great show.
They're all good. I mean, yeah, we're great. We're entertaining.
So
It's
social
8
proof.
o'clock now, and we haven't even we've told you what the agenda is, but we haven't actually got into it yet. All right, so tee it off, Wes.
So
Load it up.
basically, I'm
Let's
going to
get
run through the
bullet
different.
Number one.
I'm going to run through the different types of social proof and how they can apply to what you're doing. So first is an expert's stamp of approval. Basically, this is where you get an industry expert to endorse your product. Not necessarily a celebrity or an influencer, but this is the reason, like toothpaste ads, they'll say 4 to 5 dentists agree, or smoking ads back in the 50s. 9 out of 10 doctors say you
Kids
should
love
smoke
'em.
while you're pregnant. This is why the experts in your field to agree with what you're saying. So, like with the dog treats, I could say, 9 out of 10 vets approve, and I could interview a veterinarian, and they'll say this is the best thing ever for your dog, and they're gonna love you, and all that fun stuff. Basically, that's what the expert approval is,
And I am
and
an
lots of
expert
industries use it. Matt is an industry expert in.
in sales, French fries, and jello wrestling, and I'm for hire. I will endorse literally anything you put in front of me.
There you go. Basically, that's how they get the experts on the History Channel. Just literally anybody they pick up off the street. They're the professor of whatever.
I was worried my hair was going to be messed up too bad, but now we talked about the History Channel. Now we can do this.
Aliens.
Aliens.
So yeah, this is something basically all industries do. Getting that expert's approval, even if it's just a dude in a lab coat saying he's a doctor. That industry approval actually does mean a lot.
We're. This is dangerous.
Uh-oh.
But there was an event at a specific house of a color of white in the D.C. area back when a couple presidents ago. And it was a meeting of doctors, all right? Doctors, like, go to the doctor, not like, hey,
Doctor,
I know
doctor.
what the chemical, doctor.
Doctor.
Not a just a PhD, but an MD, a meeting of MDs. Let's say that. And they were all there, dressed as humans. But the event itself needed to provide additional social proof, so they actually went out and bought for all of the MDs.
Yeah.
They actually went out and bought white lab coats for everybody, and made everybody that was going to be at this media event wear white lab
Right,
coats.
so they could look official, right? You can't. They're
So
not a
they
doctor
could
unless you
look,
wear the coat.
And it helped provide. So we're not talking about the politics of it, okay? Politics aside, I don't care what president it was, Obama. It doesn't matter. What does matter is the business idea of it is they needed that additional social proof,
Yes.
and that's how they attained it.
Oh, it's played all the time in politics. We don't talk politics,
Yeah,
but
absolutely. We don't talk
it's played
politics, but
all the time in
business
politics.
Is the business that they do in politics is actually
It's genius.
for people who like to sit back and watch. It's just like, wow. So
It's-
this is a clinic.
It is a master class in business,
Yes.
business and marketing.
Masterclass.
That's exactly
That's
what
the
it
word I
is.
was looking for. I was saying clinic, but yeah.
Yeah.
Masterclass is the work I'm looking for.
So the first was expert stamp of approval. The second is celebrity endorsements, and that's as old as time, man. As old as time. Look, David is a celebrity. You get recognized when you've been recognized in airports and bars, at hotels, and I've been recognized for different reasons, but you've been recognized. So when you come out and say that you love,
close to this school?
so when you come out and say that you love, you're gonna get me in trouble. That's not true, by the way. That's not true.
That is not true.
So when you come out and say that you love Underdog Bones, David, they're gonna say David, he's an expert. He knows what he's talking about. So Underdog must make great dog treats, and they don't smell like dog ass. We don't make that flavor.
We don't make it. We do not. We do not. So we do have good video, and I'm trying to put something together this weekend to show exactly how nuts my dog is about these treats. So I shot you a video earlier this week.
You did.
And then I sent you the link to it later. But it is, the dog and some of the cuteness of it. It's just perfect. So I will tell you this right now, from a business standpoint, it doesn't matter what, and other people have done this. It doesn't matter what your product is. If you can get a dog to endorse it, you're gonna have a better shot.
It depends on the dog. I mean, there are some dogs that are not very marketable. I mean, really ugly dogs.
No, you should
buy from those dogs.
No, ugly dogs. Go on Instagram and look for, just do a search for ugly dogs. Yeah. Those dogs have the biggest followings.
Well,
biggest followings.
So
it's insane.
So it's all about your marketing of it.
That's
How do you sell it? How do you push it? You're not trying to push it as cute and fluffy, because it's not cute and fluffy. You're trying to sell this as an ugly dog, but it's got great personality. Right? I mean, that's just how it works.
Dave's dog is not ugly.
Like me.
But it's a good-looking dog, but it's not a marketable dog.
My wife will.
I think David's dog is plenty marketable.
But look at my dog.
Okay, just so for those of you in Rio Linda, I have an Australian cattle dog.
The same dog as Bluey. I think those dogs are cute.
It is. I have Bluey. Okay.
But his dog.
There's no argument.
If it was selling briefcase, I'd buy one.
His dog does need a necktie. It's true. Yeah. It's true. So
he's got a more business-looking dog.
Okay, so you're saying his dog is more business, your dog is more fun?
Fluff. Yeah,
okay.
More fluff and fun. And it may just be stereotype, but yeah, my dog doesn't.
Hey, I have met your dog, and your dog is fluff and fun, so I'll buy this.
Fair enough.
Where's ties?
You're never going to get me to argue about a dog, because I'm like, yeah, I like dogs. The person holding the leash I might not be too fond of, but the dog.
But the dog is great.
Yeah, it's really not dog's fault.
Yeah,
that's true.
So we have a Great Dane that runs around the neighborhood, and I'll tell you, I am a freaking little kid. Like, I want to play with that puppy dog.
Yeah, Great Danes are awesome.
That's a big dog. I mean, it doesn't have to worry about pushing me over. We can throw stuff. It can jump up on me. No big deal.
Yeah. Yeah, Great Danes are. I really want a Great Dane. Rio is half Great Dane, so we're halfway there. I really want an Irish Wolfhound. Man, those are cool dogs. I saw one of those at a park. One time. It looked like a horse compared to the kids it was with. They're gigantic dogs.
All right, my wife just texted me. Let me see what's up.
Apparently you're getting a new dog, is what she's telling you.
No.
So
it's a picture. It's a picture of the dog.
A picture of the dog. Tell her to take a picture of the dog with a bag of dog treats and post it on a Google review, David. Because that's social proof.
That is so if you guys don't know, cattle dogs they're hard-working dogs. They are extremely smart.
Super smart dogs, yes.
Hard-working, very, very hard-working dogs. So they like to be busy all the time. They just love to have a job. They're not happy and content unless they're busy. And I call BS on all of that.
Nice.
That's funny. No, I've met your dog. It's a good dog.
I shared a link with the best dog I've ever seen. I mean, better, almost as good as Charlie. His name's Mr. Grumps. Whoever can look at the link, it's just amazing.
So apparently, the one that you just posted is Facebook / Mr. Grumps Little Nose.
Yeah.
LIL Little.
This is one of my
Little
friends.
Nose.
No, my oldest friend Angie owns Mr. Grumps, and Angie was a Harrisburg, PA cop for 20 plus years. Hard woman until she got Mr. Grumps. and she's just soft as can be now.
Mr. Grumps softened her heart.
Releasing, but oh my word, what Mr. Grumps has done for her is amazing.
That's
so many comments.
Look. I'm gonna keep the commentary to myself. Mr. Grumps sounds like a good dog.
Cop, that's a rough job.
Yeah, well,
Harrisburg, Pennsylvania cop.
Sure. My dad was a cop, so I get it. I get it.
Not in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
No, CPD.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was celebrity endorsement. We kind of go off on tangents there. Number
So
3,
if
though.
anybody needs a celebrity endorsement, reach out to Matt Harmon. He is our in-house celebrity, and he will endorse it for you.
Literally anything.
He'll literally endorse anything.
These douches are just phenomenal. But then you can really taste the vinegar.
Anyway, so number 3 is user testimonials. User testimonials. So, yeah, this is what our show comes to when Matt joins. This is why we don't let Matt on the show.
So user testimonials.
User testimonials. Yes.
User testimonials. So I
remember a minute ago,
am almost notorious for this in almost any environment. So if I go in and I'm shopping for something and I see somebody near it, I'm like, no, don't get that. You want this. I've tried that. That sucks. You want this. So I give that user testimonial at the grocery store. I'd be like, you don't want that tart cherry juice. Get this tart cherry juice. It's better.
Yeah, that doesn't make anything uncomfortable.
I can see you being one of those overly helpful people at the grocery store. I don't work here, but I'm still going to I'm going to tell you which one of these you should buy.
Bro, I am straight up the guy, the overly helpful random ass guy in this grocery store. All of them else, they come from me. All the other overly helpful people, they are my minions. I'm like the vampire, like the Dracula of them, and everybody else just spawned off of me.
That sounds right.
That's how bad I am about it.
I can actually totally believe that.
But when somebody does it for me, I'm just like, hell yeah.
Dave is like a hyper Richard Simmons.
You know what's funny is I'm one of those people because I'm such a I guess cynical asshole. Typically, it's true. Typically, when I'm in a store and somebody gives a recommendation, I'll go the opposite way specifically because I didn't want their opinion. And I'm like, I'll buy what I want to buy. I do what I want. That's just me. I don't know. That's me. But remember a minute ago when we were talking about the Amazon reviews? Those are customer testimonials. User testimonials. Remember when I mentioned that you can go on my website or go on Google and leave a review of the product if you bought the product. That's user testimonials. And this is 100% true. A random person you've never met before is going to hold a lot more weight as far as a testimonial than somebody related to the product. Yes. So I can say, these are awesome. Your dog's going to love them. You got to try them. But if, random Joe Blow out there says the same thing, you're going to believe him a lot more than you will me, which is why it's important when you buy a product and you like it, especially from a small producer, a small creator, a small business, you need to actually go out of your way to leave those online reviews, those testimonials, because it actually will help them a lot more than you realize.
The next online review I do, I'll do in a different accent.
Right in a really weird accent. Yeah, it's true. Right with the accent.
Yeah, that way nobody will know.
All right. Tangent number 72 for the night.
Only.
So I'm working with, you guys remember Jeffrey, right?
Oh yes.
With Jeffrey.
We all know Jeffrey.
I'm working with Jeffrey, and I'm telling him.
Yeah, he loves that.
He's writing a CAM expression. It's a condition action mapping thing. It's a programming language, and I'm like, I need you to do a capital A and not this, and then I'm like, I'm gonna mess with this kid. And I told him, okay, next is capital 4.
So a dollar sign?
So he's just like,
you couldn't figure out a capital 4. That's pretty funny.
That's funny. And he just looks up at me like, what am I doing wrong? And of course, at that time, I'm just healing.
Well, and David, and then you wonder why he might have done a somewhat questionable job from time to time.
Ask Dave if he's
he was way questionable before that.
He's talking about the same guy.
All right.
Yeah, he's talking about the same guy.
Yeah, I mean, you'll never have a guy that's more heart into it, but less capable in your life. I mean, he will pour his heart and soul into and all of his ability into it. The problem is his ability just isn't there.
Yeah, luckily he doesn't watch this show, so that's.
I'll tell him to his face. He knows. When you suck that bad, you know.
You're a good man, Dave Leffingwell. I can't imagine why somebody would not like to be your employee. Okay.
He hasn't found the right thing yet.
Hey, he is protected for a very, very long time.
All right.
He
So
left of his own free will and accord too.
Hold it.
Oh.
Hard fire?
Hmm.
Where'd he go? Oh,
I cannot comment or speculate on freaking open air, bro.
Oh, gotcha. Good idea. That's HR right there.
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
we should
where's
have
the
HR
HR?
representatives. So yeah,
Devin worked for me. Devin had a great time.
it's true. And look how Devin turned out.
Yeah.
He's drowning in brownies.
We had Skyline chili dogs all the time. It was great.
So basically,
All right, so what's
all right, let's move on. All right, so number 3
What's
was
up
user
next?
testimonials. Number 4 is business credentials. So let's say you have a service business, right? And you have business credentials. You've had to go out of your way to get this credential or that piece of paper that you hang on your wall, or you pay a lot of money so you can hang this piece of paper on your wall. That means nothing aside from the fact that you paid a lot of money to get that piece of paper. You need to show these things off because they mean a lot. And you're going to see these a lot on like places like LinkedIn, where people will have their name and their business titles, like a big long string of letters that mean nothing to most people. But for people who know what they're looking at, it can mean a lot. It can mean the difference between getting a job and not getting a job.
it also, I mean, it could be something as simple as year founded. So
Yeah.
West and I actually have a not-for-profit business that we founded that now has 3 years of history to it.
It's true. It's
It's
true.
3 years old. So, hey, they were founded in 2020. I think we did found that in 2020. I'm pretty sure.
I think it was 2020.
I think it was 2020.
We were sitting around with a lot of free time on our hands in 2020.
Yeah, we had a couple minutes. Great leaders never get caught. That's
That's
is
another
a
good
t-shirt.
t-shirt.
Okay,
Why are you making
life,
t-shirts?
life coach Matt. First t-shirt. That's it right there. And I've got a graphic idea for you as well. I can't say it on here. It's way too political. But I had a graphic idea for you as well.
There you go. Look, Matt,
Make
honestly, t-shirts.
That was supposed to be great leaders.
So yeah, so the company I used to work for was
This is
founded
much
in
better.
1945. So that time frame that they had been in business actually provided credential to them. People trusted us more. And it is one of the things that, so I deal with a lot of companies, I deal with a lot of engineers, a lot of really, really big end users. And, some of the things they come back to me and they ask for those credentials. And they vet companies through me and say, hey, how long is this company? What's their payment rate? What's the odds of this company flipping and going away and leaving me high and dry?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I get a decent amount of that question coming in.
And that's a valid concern in a lot of cases.
You know how you can tell if a pizza shop is struggling? Their soft drink cooler will be empty because soft drink companies or the beverage companies are always the first to cut off a customer.
Good to know. Look,
Yeah.
why aren't you doing? You need to do a podcast talking about this stuff and focusing on French fries.
No.
French fries.
He
French
needs to do a
fries.
podcast on French fries.
French fries and the junk food restaurant industry.
And I'm sure it'll get.
Tell me who would be better than this guy sitting back here.
I am doing one. I'm
He says
working
this.
now.
Well, school just let out for the summer. You got all summer
That's why
long.
I'm
What
at
else are you
work
doing?
right now. That's why I started the
No.
process. Plus, I have a new phone.
No.
Which
No. Matt, I'm going to give you some words. You're not going to like them. You ready?
Sure.
You'll either find a way or you'll find an excuse.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's an actual piece of life coaching
I
advice.
could really
Yes.
use that.
You will either find a way or you will find an excuse. I do it all the time, and I catch myself finding excuses left and right all the time. And lately, I've been finding excuses not to wrap up projects and stuff around the house.
Mm-hmm.
And just the other day, I was like, oh my God, this stuff is starting to really weigh on me. So I was like, all right, I've been finding excuses. So now I got to stop. Now I got to find a way. So I got to wrap this one up and wrap that one up and start putting these things to bed. Otherwise, all I'm doing is finding excuses.
That's true.
That is true.
Look, he's right. Look, so
I just
Of course
got
I'm
done
right.
saying I'm in the process of starting it now.
and there you go. But look, here's the thing. One of the old things about, one of the old sayings about starting a business is you need to start before you're ready.
Yeah.
Just
That
because
sounds like a life coach, Matt.
remember, it's true though.
is
Remember
it
our
time?
first episode,
Is it time?
David.
Is it time? Is it time? Is it time? Is it ready? Ready? When was the best time to plant a tree?
30 years ago.
When's the second best time to plant a tree?
Right now. But it's totally
Right
true.
now.
Remember, David, our first couple episodes, were we prepared at all?
Oh my God! Anybody who wants to go back, I implore
For the first
you.
couple
I
episodes.
implore
They were
all of our
hilarious.
viewers, go back and watch those episodes. Go back and watch all 148 or 49 episodes, because A, it helps us out.
It's true.
B, it's hilarious
They were
how
hilarious.
bad
They were bad.
We
They were
were.
really
They
bad.
weren't bad.
On-
They
on-
were just amateurish.
The first, because we weren't ready. We weren't prepared like we are now.
We didn't have the right equipment.
and we weren't drunk.
It's true. Drinking helps.
I remember the first
Drinking
time you
really
got
helped
drunk on
out.
there, it was
Drinking
awesome.
really did help us out. But it really basically what drinking did was put us back in the box where we originally had slated to be.
I'm really scared that I'm going to become so
because
successful. I
We
won't
talked
hang out
about
with you guys.
business while drinking.
It's a valid
at
concern.
pubs, and that's where everybody reached out and said, "Hey, you guys should really be online." It was all the people at the pubs listening to us and sitting down with us and coming over and asking questions. So, okay, moving on. We'll do this another night. What's next?
Exactly. All right. So that was business credentials. Next one is earned media. So this is one, when you're in marketing, you hear this phrase a lot, earned media, earned media. What is that? Basically, positive press coverage to boost the awareness of your established credibility. It's a fancy way of saying win the hearts and minds of people around you to say good things about you. Positive press coverage. And sometimes this will happen through press releases, things like that. Let's say that your business just had a big product launch or a business launch, and you're going to do something. Put out a press release. Let people know what you're doing. And this can be to, local press. It can be people in your niche that write blogs. It can be anybody and everybody that you can think of. And if even one or two pick you up, man, that will boost your credibility through the roof.
What,
Through
good press or
the
bad
roof.
press?
Well, they say all press is good press, but I do not believe that to be true. Yeah, you want that to be good press.
Okay. Good. I'm glad you said that.
Okay, so from a certain standpoint, and as what we were just saying there, guys, that all press is good press. There is some truth to that. All right.
Yes and no.
So
Yes and no.
Let's say we're on this show and somebody just flat out disagrees with us, and they launch into a tirade. If you launch into a tirade on here, I'm going to interact with you. Not because I want to prove you right or wrong, but I want you to interact even more. What you don't understand is
Right.
that all of that is feeding the algorithm. It's
Well,
saying,
yeah, that's
this
true.
stuff
Okay.
is pushing it forward. So if you interact negatively with me, I'm going to interact with you, positive, negative, neutral. It doesn't matter.
And that does, you're
I'm
right.
going to encourage you to continue to do that interaction to drive our numbers and our algorithm.
Right. So that
See,
does
that's
feed the algorithm. So the interactions do feed the algorithm. But you have other celebrities who do it on a much larger scale. The idea that, all press is good press, even bad press. Such as when a celebrity, I'm not going to mention a celebrity, but like a celebrity politician goes out and tweets something controversial, right? Guess what? That person is keeping their name in the news for a reason, because they need to be top of mind for all of their constituents. Or a movie celebrity goes out and does the same thing because they want to be top of mind. That's the idea that that all press is good press, but it's not necessarily going to work for your small business. That's the problem. You can't apply these two things.
So on that all press is good press thing with celebrities, you ever notice those controversial things always happen around the release of a movie for them?
Yeah,
Or
that's
the
funny.
release of a video or a song or an album or something.
Yeah.
It's all to push that.
Yeah.
and move it. It's done on purpose. Done on purpose.
Yeah, exactly. Well, here's the thing. Look, and not all press is good press. Devin actually brought up a good example. He says, I like when people get unnecessary negative press, like when the Liver King and his steroid trouble came out. And look, that destroyed that guy's business. If you know the Liver King story, basically there's this super, super gigantic, muscly, Incredible Hulk-looking dude. And his whole thing was he was 100% natural. And he just ate, liver and secreting organs. And it was just so good for him. But this guy, I mean, clearly on steroids. And it came out that he was very, very, very heavily on steroids. And guess what? All of his credibility about being natural went out the window. So not all press is good press.
All right. I gotta ruin my reputation here. So that's a lot like in Legally Blonde, where
yes, David, you just lost all of your credibility.
Where the lady that's on trial doesn't want to let out the fact that she had liposuction because it would ruin her credibility. So she would rather be convicted of murder of her husband than be called out for the fact that she had liposuction.
I can see that.
Devin Ross says, no, I genuinely started supporting him because I'm like, come on, it's so obvious he's on roids that when it came out, I wanted to support him. But here's the thing. He lost all of his business, Devin, because he was promoting an all-natural lifestyle. And if you eat liver and secreting organs and lift some weights, you're going to look just like him. And that's 100% not true. And it came out. So you can support him. But Devin, how often are you hitting the heavy weights at the gym and eating livers? Probably not that often.
So clearly, I am not the market for said Liver King.
Well, because you're watching Legally Blonde. Devin had it right when he said, David, please lay down your man card.
Hey, I have had to sit and watch that, and what's her name is cute, so I'll watch it again.
I get it. What was it? Was it Drew Barrymore in that?
No.
Devin Ross says, I'm never eating bull testicles.
I'm never eating bull.
Look,
we didn't dare you to eat bull testicles.
Whatever you want to do. We're not judging Devin, but look, if you want to have a contest, I can go to the butcher shop and we can make a show out of that.
Devin's lost so much credibility.
So, all right, so this is the contest between West Carnahan.
I'm not challenging him.
No. You just straight up called him out.
No, I'll supply.
You should not have drank so much.
I will supply the testicular fortitude. I'll supply the testicular fortitude. He eats them.
I don't know.
Hey, vices are all natural. So Kim Howard is supporting extracurriculars as well. We'll say that.
Yes. So I have a different take on that all natural stuff. Humans have not created a single thing. We have combined things to make other things. We have isolated certain parts of larger things, but we haven't created anything. Nothing.
Right, but there are chemicals that we put in a lot of food that is not found in nature and will definitely kill you.
It's in nature,
and give you
it's
cancer.
In nature somewhere. Otherwise, it wouldn't exist. It is a natural. There is nothing that is not naturally common. We have either combined things or isolated.
We have combined. David, you're right. We have not. You're right. Most of our food does not contain.
Right.
No, hang on. You're right in that most of our food does not contain elements that are not on the periodic table of elements. You're right. We have not created new elements that we're eating. New molecules we're not eating. However, we've combined these molecules in ways that absolutely do not exist in nature, and they should not be in your food. Or your pet's food, by the way, which is why you should go to underdogplus.com and pick up some Underdog bones, because these are all natural, made with these hands. You see these bags forming under my eyes? It's because I bake these myself, fresh to order. And there are no chemicals or preservatives or anything unnatural in these right here. So I promise.
Yeah. You see these bags under these eyes? These are caused by sleep apnea.
Oh, they have eye drops for that.
Bro, straight up. If somebody was here to high five, that was a high five joke. That was a high five joke. So, all right, do we have anything else? So we have, run us through what we've done so far.
So, number one was expert stamp of approval. Number two was celebrity endorsements. Number 3, user testimonials. Number 4, business credentials. Number 5, earned media. Number 6, social media sharing is actually social proof. Look, if you're going to go and go to a company's Instagram page or Facebook page, and you're going to look at how many followers they have, you're going to look at how many likes they get, and that's going to pay a lot to that credibility. Now, small businesses, they're going to have a couple hundred, but the really big businesses, you're going to look at their credibility. If you see 2 Instagram pages or Facebook pages that look identical, but one of them has 100 followers and one has 10 million followers, which one are you going to say is probably the more credible of the two? That's exactly
Kylie Jenner, of course.
Obviously, everything about her is all natural, just like the Liver King. Kylie Jenner is basically the Liver King. They're the same dude. Have you ever seen them in the same place at the same time? I think not.
What's Kylie Jenner?
I think it's a Kardashian.
Did I get it right? Did I get the name right? Somebody out there, I think I got the name right.
I think it's a Kardashian.
I think I named one of them.
Kardashians were one of the lamest villains on Star Trek, by the way. I did not care for the Kardashians.
You know what? I put them in the rank of Ferengi. I would say they're definitely Ferengi because they're all about turning a buck.
I mean, well, look, they were imperialistic. They were a lot more heavy in the DS9 era. Which, look, this is not going to win me any fans. I was not a big fan of DS9. Kill me.
I was not a big. So as everybody, I announced a couple of weeks ago or last week, I don't remember, that I'm rewatching the Next Generation right now, and I got to tell you, I'm loving it, absolutely loving it. The stories and everything that go along with it,
it was so
are
well done.
So much better than I get to watch on the new stuff. It's amazing.
The new stuff is garbage.
So right now, all the writers are on strike, and I say leave them there.
Had to. Hey, David, why is there a lightning rod connected to my gas pipe? Matt says.
Well, because by code, within 3 feet of the entrance of the house, the gas pipe shall be bonded to the ground rod. So we have to bond the electric to the gas. Basically the gas line has to be bonded to the ground of the house service entrance.
And David actually did that.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, David did that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because some Jack Wang freaking gas guy wouldn't turn his heat back on.
He turned my gas off, and he wouldn't turn it back on until David did this to my house.
Until I ran out there and knocked that out for him.
Well, it's nice when people look out for you without your asking them to.
See, look. So, social media sharing, followed by, we got a couple others here that aren't necessarily as important, but we'll go into them because, look, we like what we do.
But before we go further, because we haven't talked much about the social media sharing.
Yeah.
That is something that I would love to get rid of Facebook. I know we broadcast on Facebook, and Mark Zuckerberg's like, oh, crap, if Dave leaves, the whole thing goes bankrupt.
It's true. Oh, you guys don't like Facebook? Click.
Yeah.
Again.
So, not that he's done that again. Not that they've done that before. But no. But for me, if any of my friends that have a product, a business, you are guaranteed, as long as it doesn't suck, to get a like, a share, a follow, and every single post that you do, I'm going to share it out.
Yeah.
Every single one of them that comes across my feed, I'm sharing it. Because I understand that helps your reach, that pushes. And it takes absolutely nothing of my time.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Look, Devin, you need to come on here, and we'll talk about Drown Me in Brownies, your wife's company. We will get that thing
his wife's
going.
Far cuter than him. Have his wife come on, and he go watch the kids or something.
It's true, Devin. You go watch the kids. We'll talk to your wife for a while.
Oh,
yeah.
I remember Devin.
Now he remembers Devin. I've never met Devin.
Devin's a good guy.
Devin's a good guy.
Devin. Yes, you should remember Devin. Yeah, Devin's awesome. But not near as cute as his wife. So.
Oh no, that is true.
And more importantly, his wife makes brownies. So.
See, that's it. Look, the baked goods, it's where it's at. So, number 7 is wisdom of the crowds. What does that mean? Basically, create a sense of FOMO by demonstrating FOMO, the fear of missing out, by demonstrating the widespread product adoption. Basically, tell everybody, show everybody through your postings, through your social media posts, how popular your products are, and everybody else is going to say they like it. I want to like it too. What?
And slap West in the back of the head
Because I said FOMO. It's a real thing. FOMO. You never get the FOMO?
It really is. So my wife, who is again way hotter than I am, yes, this is true.
It's hard to believe.
Yeah.
I don't believe that at all.
It's true. Ditto. Yeah, I'm not cute at all. His comments literally right there. That's perfect timing. Perfect timing, Devin. But no, so she does travel agent work for Disney, Royal Caribbean, and Virgin Voyages, and others. She's getting ready to get Sandals and other resorts as well. I mean, she does a lot.
Yeah.
And so if you're going on vacation, you need to be reaching out to her. But it is a true thing, is people will go with the fear on these vacations and things, the fear of missing out.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things you have to do in those types of scenarios is set the expectations. So when you're trying to drive FOMO, you want to suppress that setting of expectations. You want people to be energized, to say, I want to get to it all. I must have this latest release of the iPhone, or I'm going to be shunned by the rest of the community.
You want to get it before it sells out. You know, you bought the bottle of Blanton's. You got Blanton's at home, but you bought the bottle because it was the only one there. They rarely get them. You wanted that bottle of Blanton's.
No. I bought Blanton's because it was there. If they had 5 bottles, I probably would have bought 5 bottles. But anyway.
Exactly. You're proving my point. It's true, though. Look, it's true.
Yes.
So anybody who's bought a product simply because there's a chance they won't be able to find it later, guess what? That's FOMO. That's fear of missing out.
Fear of missing out. Indeed.
So that is number 7. Number 8, and the last one is the wisdom of friends. Aw, that's sweet.
What?
Recommendations from trusted individuals carry significant weight. Basically,
Facebook groups.
Yeah, that's it.
Facebook groups.
That's a great example.
You will see a lot of people saying, hey, blah, 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 blah. And there's always some wise ass that's like, you can just Google that. Not understanding, or they do understand, they're just assholes, that
they usually
people
are
looking for that wisdom of friends. They are looking for that, hey, you and I are similar. What did you do to solve that problem?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. That's exactly it. For once, David's actually right. So we do actually have some stats and some numbers.
Tonight. I made random comments twice tonight that were correct.
Before you get in the random stats.
So we don't have to go in the random. I was saying we have random stats. We don't need to touch on the random stats.
All right, so we're an hour and 37 minutes in, which is not a problem, but we either need to start wrapping it up or you need to start getting raunchier, because you can't keep viewers going long if we're just discussing business.
That's why we have a 45-minute intro.
It takes us half an hour just to say hello. Have you watched the show before, Matt?
Yeah. I mean, we literally say hello in the first 45 minutes. We're like a Tonight Show.
He's new here.
We have the monologue and all the stuff, and then we get to the guests and whatnot. Which I gotta tell you, I'd like to get some more guests on here.
We need more guests.
If you have a business idea, or something like that, we want you to be on the show. First and foremost, I want a human resources
agent. Bring on a guest. Don't just spit out a random idea.
Oh, got it. Actually, follow through on it.
Yeah.
I didn't realize there'd be homework.
So we should have Stevie Evans on. Yeah, you said Stevie Evans talking about his new branding. We have Stevie Evans from Big Bentley's Pet Supply.
I want Kim Howard.
Kim Howard, does she have a business?
Well, we could start her one.
I mean, a legal business?
No. Kim's awesome. And so so let's see. This phone, that phone, which phone?
Devin Ross says he has business ideas. So Devin, let's talk about some of your business ideas.
But Devin worked for Dave. I'm not sure about the. Never mind. It's not important. Devin's fine.
You're saying you question Devin's judgment, is what you're trying to say.
Well, he worked for Dave.
Fair enough. He has no comeback. You stumped Dave. Well, that happened. It's rare. That is rare.
How many times did we try to find a way to get you to work for me?
Yeah, but you weren't really enthusiastic.
Yeah.
You didn't really want him
So
there.
now
It would have been a pity hire.
Yes, exactly. And I would have taken it.
Oh. No, it was, yeah. Hey, from our organization, I took very seriously one part of it. And from all the people that I know, I was the only person who executed on that part.
I don't understand.
So if you came in with that pedigree, you were automatically and guaranteed an interview with me.
Oh, yeah, that's fair enough. Fair enough. You're right. You hired more people out of that organization.
That is true.
Than anybody else that we know of.
Yes.
And
yes.
I did accidentally start a fire when I was in there, so that was not a stellar mark on my.
You started a fire at David's place
Yeah,
or the other place?
Both.
I believe the other place. You were in the kitchen a lot in the other place.
Yes. So I don't know the people that know this or don't know this, but Matt can cook.
He's actually a good cook. You're right.
And when we keep joking, and it seems like we're joking about him doing a French fry channel,
it's because he knows everything about French fries.
I am almost ready to buy him the little deep fryer things.
A fry-o-lator?
Excuse me, a Fry-O-Lator 2000. Fry-O-Lator 2000 from Doofenshmirtz. For those of you who have kids and know the Disney Channel and the Phineas and Ferb show, that's what they came from.
Oh, I forgot about that.
But buy like 4 or 5 of them. I'm literally ready to get it's Fry Daddies. That's what they're called. The Fry Daddies. And give them to this guy because I think that is his ticket. That is his ticket. That is 150K per year that he could be pushing just through that channel.
Dude,
to the point where he's become the SME on that, and people who want to do fries or, hey, I'm launching this hipster restaurant. I got 4 man buns up here that they're rocking because they're that hipster that they're going, hey, I've got Matt Harmon approved taters.
See, look, call yourself the Fry Guy. There's your channel name right there, Fry Guy. Fry Guy's probably taken. Use Fry Guy 10,000. Do you remember what it was?
I wrote it down. That's why I don't have to remember.
Oh, fair enough.
Mr. Fry Beast.
Mr. Fry Beast.
Hey, fry the coattails, man. Any way you can get the advantage, you take it.
Fair. Look, yeah. I mean, Matt. Seriously, it's a good idea.
Guys, I'm seriously going to start it here probably within a month. I want to meet with one other person before I start.
What can you tell us some of your plans or why you're holding off?
Yeah, I want to meet with 2 of the food brokers in the area. I want to meet with the McCain broker and with the Ore-Ida broker. I want to go through what I know about fries and see what's new. But because recently I've seen some new French fries hit in the market. They're air-puffed French fries.
What's new in fries?
Yeah,
all right.
There's actually some new science. But I also want
Tonight,
to make sure that my
what's new in fries?
accurate. It's been a long time.
It's true. Now, what is an air puffed fry? I don't know an air puffed fry.
I saw them at the college. They're like a fry that's been cooked in a vacuum and then popped out.
So it's like a Funyun, but a fry.
Kinda, yeah.
A fry.
It's like a pop fry.
Yeah, like a pop
Instead
fry.
of popcorn, it's like a pop tater.
You know, I'd eat a pop fry.
tater.
That sounds delicious.
Looks like it's been blown out inside
It
out.
does. It does. I like it when they croquet them, and then run them. Although, to be fair, I actually talked about this earlier. My wife and kids call me bougie a lot. So
bougie. You eat bougie fries.
Yeah, apparently I eat bougie taters.
Smoker.
He's kind of a snob. It's true. He's kind of a
bourbon smoker.
He is. He's very snobby about some things.
I've got a bourbon.
He's too good. He's too good for the most of us. Going to.
Yes. As I stopped at my roadside stop and got Popeye's chicken for lunch. Yeah, man.
You are also wandering down. You are also wandering down roads looking for liquor stores that aren't boarded up. So that's not never a good sign.
Well, he's also doing a lot of that ironically. I'm going to eat Popeyes ironically.
I don't eat Popeyes. Ironic.
I've seen the steakhouses you eat at, David. I've also seen the steakhouses you eat at. They're not normal guy steakhouses.
It took me 4 days to digest that meal. 4 friggin' days.
I've heard stories about that night.
Oh my word.
That night is legendary,
You should've been
apparently.
there.
I should have been. You shouldn't do
been
these things on Sunday nights when people have to work the next day.
Well, we all had
We
to
did.
work.
We do the last thing we did on Sunday night.
Yeah. Matt says he had to work.
I had to work too.
I don't work.
I had to work, but luckily I could do a lot of my work off the telephone.
Yeah. Anyway.
A lot of fun.
At any rate.
I had Popeyes. So he had the spicy chicken is the shiznit.
You know
I
what's funny?
agree.
I
Yeah,
haven't. So there's a
yeah.
Popeyes that opened down the street here. I need to try it because I haven't had Popeyes in years.
Don't use that Popeyes. They're so ass backwards in there. They can't get an order going. They haven't got.
Yeah, you gotta give these places time to settle in
Because
because
they don't make the good
everybody
fries
thinks that they can open one of these franchises and do it better.
yet.
And until they learn they can't, they suck.
Yeah, right now they suck.
Really?
Yeah.
They've run out
Good
of
to know.
chicken.
How do you run out of chicken at Popeyes?
I went in there the first time. Hey, we're all out of white meat. Can you just do dark meat? And I'm like, yeah, I love dark meat. Let's go.
Look,
Nobody else
we're not
likes
here
dark
for
meat.
your personal preferences, Matt. This is not that kind of show.
Apparently.
Whatever you're into, we're not judging. I'm just saying. Exactly.
And we're off.
This is what we have to deal with, David. This is what we have to deal with on the show.
I said I love it all because I
8:45. So we started at what? 7?
7. We got kicked off for a few minutes. We came back.
Yeah,
I blame
this is good.
Zuckerberg. I don't blame my Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
It did seem
No pickles though. Yes, agreed. I'm not a pick. I don't like pickles. Keep them.
See, I like a pickle, but not on my sandwich. I like just a pickle. Just give me a pickle by itself. I'll eat the pickle.
There was a lady. Her name was, I can't remember her first name. Sorry, she passed away several years ago. But her last name was Boffman. And I don't like anything at all to do with pickles whatsoever. But Mrs. Boffman, would make pickles, and I would eat them like freaking candy.
Okay.
They were so good. They were homemade pickles. She did them. She grew
Okay, that sounds good.
cucumbers,
Yeah.
did all the stuff, and I was just like, "Oh my Lord, these are the greatest things ever." And I eat another pickle. I'm like, I want nothing to do with it.
Fair
Nothing
enough.
to do
Look,
with it. Yes, it adds a flavor that I don't want to the sandwich.
You know what I do? I get the giant jar of pickles. I'll get those from Giant Eagle, like the big giant pickles in the huge jar.
Where's this giant jar of pickles?
And then what I'll do is I'll say, so we get the diced jalapenos from for Taco Tuesdays because they're fighting the trademark, so I can almost legally say Taco Tuesdays.
Yeah,
And I take the jalapeno juice and I
All
pour it
rights
into the pickles,
reserved.
make them a little bit spicy. Man, that's where it's at. Yeah. You never thought of that. You pour the jalapeno juice into the pickles.
I just drink the jalapeno juice. Is that
Put
what
it in
you're
your
supposed to
pickles. It'll change your life, man. Change your life.
Maybe. But I love jalapenos. Jalapenos do not love me.
Yeah, jalapenos are
But-
great. I would not highly recommend the Hoppin' Frogs Smashin' Jalapeno Blonde. This is the nickname for my current wife, but a little spicy on the back end.
We all love smashing a jalapeno blonde, right?
That's true. Pickled jalapenos. Actually, pickled jalapenos are good. I do like it. You know what I love? I'm not an onion guy. I don't like onions on my food. Love pickled onions. Give me a pickled onion any day. So
Okay.
good, man.
So given the opportunity so
I think
there's
we're
a
getting
place
hungry is
over
what's
in
happening right
Columbus,
now.
and we're fat, and we're hungry, and we're talking about food. That's what's happening. But there's a place over there called Firebirds. Now, Firebirds has steakhouses around the country, and they have absolutely, without a question of doubt, beyond the question of doubt, anyway, delicious deviled eggs.
You're right. The deviled eggs were good. They were good.
Oh my Lord, they're amazing. But I would replace the fresh jalapenos with pickled jalapenos.
See, you're right. You know what? And the jalapenos they used could use a little more heat. They should have left the seeds in the jalapeno because the seeds,
Yes.
by the way, the seeds in a pepper are where they get the heat.
That's where
So
the
they
cat
should have left the
tastes
seeds in there.
it. Yes. Yes.
I don't know where the show
So-
is going right now, but
I
it's
don't
all about
know.
pickles and jalapenos.
It's all about pickled jalapenos at this point. So tell us about your pickled jalapeno stories and what really drives you to wanting pickled jalapenos. Next week, we're going to explore something completely irrelevant and different than pickled jalapenos.
Why aren't you saying, hey, if you like this channel, please subscribe and hit that like button? Or you can say, smash that like button.
Because they should know it. Also, don't smash the like button. The like button didn't do anything to you. Just gently give it a little tap. Give the like button a little tap. Just give it a little bit of one of those.
Matt, this has been an ongoing joke for us for 2 years, over 2 years, about the smash the like button.
Smash the like.
Yeah, no, just you gotta just tap it.
Just you don't gotta smash
Smashing it doesn't give us extra.
You paid a
likes.
lot of money for your computer, I assume. Just give it a little just give it a little boop. Just one of those. Boop.
Doesn't click.
It means you're hitting the mouse extra hard, right?
Or if you still use a mouse, then you know.
Mouse.
If you still use a mouse, then 1998 called. They want their computer back. Aside from that, you just give it a little tap.
Trackpads are ridiculous. They're ridiculous.
All right. Tangent number 77 tonight. I was on the phone earlier with this guy. We got 4 or 5 of us on the call, and he's sharing his screen and he's going down through things and he's going through a list, and I hear click 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 click.
Yeah.
And I'm just cracking up. I'm like, oh my Lord.
What's wrong?
Oh my Lord. He's using a mouse, and not only is he using a mouse, he's using a 1972 mouse. It's going click, 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 click.
This mouse, the mouse.
Is it mouses or is it mice, David? Mice, mouses. What do you call it? What do you call multiple computer mouses?
I think it's mouse.
Is it mice?
No, it's mouse apostrophe.
The plural of mouse is mouse.
Mouse apostrophe.
Mouses.
You put an apostrophe at the end of something that ends with a mouse, with an S.
I actually think that Matt Harmon is correct on this.
I know. I just learned it in English.
Mouse apostrophe.
I think Matt Harmon is correct on this.
So when you're speaking,
because it's not possessive.
So when you're
plural, yes.
So when you're speaking and you say, "Hey, I got this box full of mouse."
Computer mouse.
Computer. Yes. I got a box full of computer mouse.
Apostrophe.
It doesn't sound right, unless you say the apostrophe.
I would say the apostrophe.
I got this box full of old computer mouse apostrophe.
If everybody else can change English language, so can I.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Careful, we're gonna.
That's never been more true, though.
Real quick there.
It's, yeah, you're getting in dangerous waters there.
Yeah.
But if you haven't seen the new T-shirt designs on Underdog Plus, check out the new T-shirt designs. I'm actually kind of proud of some of these. I got some good ones. And
can you pull them up? Can you pull them up?
I'll go ahead and pull them up. I got some kind of good ones. I'm kind of proud of these. Let's see what we got here. I
want to see them. I haven't seen them yet.
Hang on.
We need some freeloading nonprofit social groups to start paying up so we can get bandwidth back, so we can get our Underdog Journey website back.
So I have a few categories here. First is the treats. Second is apparel. Check out some T-shirts here.
All right, so you've rearranged some of the website itself. Nice.
Yeah, I got some good stuff. So this is a new one I put up today.
Okay, that's a new one.
I kind of like this T-shirt design. I think it's kind of cool. Yeah, got the cool front design there. Got the. Thought that was kind of cool. Little logo on the back.
I like the logo high on the neck.
Yeah,
I like the logo high on the neck. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's different, I thought.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. If I rock a mullet, then
it covers it up.
See it, and they're gonna be like, "What's on the back, man? What's behind this mullet?"
Yeah, it did something a little different with the main logo. Added a body to the dog this time instead of just the dog's head.
All right. Your dog is way fatter than that, by the way.
Look. She's been going a lot of walks lately. Okay, give her a break.
I just seen her a couple weeks ago. She is not.
She's been going on.
She's got a lot more walks ahead of her.
She's had a hard life, David. She's had a hard life.
No, she hasn't.
The old girl. She's had a hard life. Were you a big anime fan? About late 90s.
Go all the way to the left. I love this design. This vertical down the back.
Yeah.
Look, I love that.
Yeah, so there's nothing on the front. It's just the vertical down the back. And I got one of these right over here. I haven't worn it yet, but
that's really cool.
Good to know. The T-shirts are on the website. Go check them out.
Well, here's the thing, though. I cannot buy one of your T-shirts.
Why not?
I'll tell you why. I'm glad you asked, and I'll tell you why. Because I don't wear marketing for other people. They have to pay me to wear it. Or they have to give me the T-shirt. You see, I would love to promote your business, but then I'd be a
Sure,
billboard
sure.
for you.
I get it. Here's the difference. If you actually had a following,
You suck
you'd be
and
an
we don't.
influencer. If you had a following, you'd be an influencer. Otherwise, you're just cheap.
Well, I would say cheap is fair. What's on the front of the?
All right. So let's go check our anime out over here on the right.
So if you were a fan of anime back in the late '90s, if you remember, Neon Genesis Evangelion, which is super nerdy, nobody should know what this is. I made an Underdog one just because I'm a huge nerd, and in Japanese it does say Underdog.
Nice.
Again,
So
just
if
super nerdy.
I have to go to Japan later this year, before I go,
If
I
you
need
go to
make sure I
Japan
get this
and you
shirt.
wear this shirt, dude, you will get so many Japanese high fives. It'll be ridiculous.
Devin just said, "Are you talking
Like-
ball?"
Oh, Devin, I thought about making a Dragon Ball version. I might do that. Yeah, Devin, Evangelion was awesome. Thank you. And I might make a Dragon Ball one. I thought about that.
I don't know what any of that is, but okay.
We also have the
don't know.
Underdog
I mean,
Flight
you guys talk
School.
about Dragon Balls. I hear that. Oh yeah, the flight school, which you
Remember
were
Underdog
quite
Flight
often
School?
on the show.
And this was actually made back when we were originally designed, back when we were going to interview a lot more brewers. We were going to start talking to a lot more brewers, and we were going to have Flight School, where we actually went through and sampled all their beers while we're talking to them. And we might still get back to that, David. This was a lot more viable when you lived in town.
Yes.
Less so now.
But now we can do it across the nation. So we have Southern Tier. I have tons of brewers that we could go to and do this from.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can make this happen still.
Yeah, I added some hoodies. Check this out. Got
Home
the
is
hoodie.
where the dog is. Okay, so I would change that slightly and change it to home is where my dog is.
Okay, got it. Good advice.
Home
I
is
might
where
not
my
change it,
dog is.
but it's good.
You should change it. Trust me. Come on. You know me to be a very smart person. Think about it. Home is where my dog is. You know, this is it right there.
And
Dude,
also
I
added-
love these with that high logo. That black one down the bottom on the second one from the left, that is just an amazing design.
yeah.
That's just amazing design.
So I got the new logo design, not new logo, just a different take on the logo there with that. And on the back, I got the logo high on the neck there, which I thought that was kind of a cool thing as well.
That is really good. I like that. It's a great design.
The only problem is if you notice, these that have the logo on the back are more expensive because it actually costs more to have printed on both sides. So that's the only reason those prices are more expensive. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of websites you'll see just a normal T-shirt around $20. Mine I priced a little lower, and I'm debating raising the prices just to make it more of a premium thing. But look, I'm trying to keep the prices reasonable, and that's the reason you see a difference on some of these is because they'll just literally cost more to produce.
We need to set for 1 million people to wear your shirt, and then you'll have social proof just through T-shirts.
It's true. That's a real thing. That's one of the reasons you want to get your logo out there for people to see it. But I also like these hoodies. I'm going to buy one of these for myself. Got the zip up
Do
hoodie.
you have that in a
with
cardigan?
the logo on it. Oh, what? Cardigan? No,
You have
they
that
don't
in
have
a cardigan?
cardigans. I need a cardigan. Maybe I'll print one up myself.
You know what? I'm going to have so the wife who's going to be on one of our shows here in the near future, she was like, "Do you think it would be offensive to West if I wore a cardigan?" I'm like, "No, I will go freaking buy it. Like, make it happen."
And then, of course, I have the pint glass, the coffee mug, and the dog bowl. And these pint glasses are awesome.
So Wes sends me a pint glass, and I haven't been.
You haven't
home
used
to
it
use
yet.
the freaking thing. It literally, I have not touched it. It has not been used yet because I have been on the road and traveling.
Yeah, this doesn't have great beer in it right now, but these are great pint glasses.
Yeah, I can't wait. You know, the kids cleaned out my kegerator the other day, the one I bought over the winter, and I got to replace a couple hoses and things in it. But I want to put it back in my office and get it going, so sometime soon I could be drinking out of my own tap into my Underdog Plus beer pint.
Yeah, and one of these days we're going to open our own brewery, David, and a brewery and tap room. And I already own Underdog Tap Room. It's one of the 150 domains that I own. So
Yes, one of the many.
So anyway, yeah, check out
right.
the store. I didn't even mention the treats that are on the store, but check these out. Honestly, just get one bag, try them out. If your dog does not go bananas over these things, You can call me any name in the book, but I promise you, they will love these. These are amazing. I promise your dog will lose their mind over these.
My dog, when she's seen those things, just seen the packaging, because they're similar to the
she's
ones
had them before.
She knew.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, so now she'll come and whine to us and then go walk by the counter where we keep the treats, because she knows that the goodies are in there.
Yeah, it's true. It's
ChatGTP just told me the plural of mouse, when referring to a computer peripheral, is commonly mouses. However, mice is also used as a plural form in such context. Both forms are considered acceptable, but mouses is more commonly used.
Did it mention mouse apostrophe?
No.
See, ChatGPT backing me up over here.
And
I'm not going along with it. AI does not care about English and proper grammar.
AI does not care about grammar. It just wants to destroy the world.
Said that ChatGTP is now hitting the internet.
It's true. So I didn't even mention that, David. So ChatGPT, if you're a member of, if you have, is it OpenAI Plus or ChatGPT Plus? It's like a $20 a month membership to get this thing, but it will have web browsing functionality, live web browsing functionality for all of the most up-to-date information on the web. You can search, and it'll give you all the information that you need according to actual web searches. And this is one of the things they're saying is a potential Google killer. So this is David's commentary right now. He's drinking water slowly, but it's true. So I didn't talk about AI at the beginning of the show. Might as well end with talking about AI. First it kills Google, then it kills humanity. The natural progression of things.
He's been west.
And we will see you guys next time.
AI says it won't destroy Google.
AI?
Or ChatGTP says it will not destroy Google.
Well, that's how you know it's lying.
Well, no.
Yeah.
It's an accused.
Have you ever seen The Labyrinth? Watch The Labyrinth and then come back to me.
Dave says it won't lie.
Labyrinth is a great movie, by the way. Look, that is a badass movie. That movie still holds up.
Right.
Anyway, that's a subject for a different show.
I'm Matt Harmon.
He's been Matt Harmon.
9:01 p.m.
Did he just say BM?
David has to take a BM. He's been Matt Harmon. I've been Wes. This guy's been David. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Basically infatuated with the in-between, the ups and downs, the curves and the rounds. I bring it to your city or your hometown. I go back in time when the feeling was fine, when funkin' was legal and it wasn't a crime. Party people lined up and down the way, a bigger celebration than your birthday. Funkin' up the neighborhood, I felt the fool 'cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood, funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt the fool 'cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood. And I have seen the world pristine, funk you up in the bushes, funk you down in the trees. Now look around, all the frowns, the yellow, the white, the red and the brown. And keep in mind, it never costs a dime, 'cause funkin' is free, I remember the time. Now look today, the streets are gray, time to take it back to yesterday. Funkin' in the neighborhood. was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood. Funkin' up the neighborhood. I felt full cause the funkin' was good. Funk you in the city, funk you up in the woods. Funkin' up the neighborhood.